Hello, darkness, my old friend. Well, it is cold over here by my lonely. I was kind of expecting nobody to be here today, so I'm just going to be talking to myself this morning. I'm sure all of you guys were staying up late watching election stuff. Hey, we got somebody in here. We got Patriots. We got Patriots in the house. What's going on, man? Wowzers. Yeah, so election stuff is still going on right now. I just pulled it up, actually. Let me do that over here. Election. I know you guys are probably tired of all this crap. I hadn't really looked at it this morning. It kind of looks like Michigan is going to be the deciding factor. And that is like extremely tied. So, man. Yeah, this is very close. Looks like Trump's going to get Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia. Biden's going to get Nevada. Wisconsin's kind of close. But it looks like Biden's leading there. Michigan's going to be the deciding factor, it looks like. Crazy times we're living in. Patriots, a lot of volatility. Yeah, if Biden gets Wisconsin, Nevada, Michigan, it's over. It's over. Crazy times we're living in, fellas. I think today's going to be extremely light, Patriots. I don't know that anybody is going to be here today. Why did I show up? Why did I show up this morning? Is anybody here to trade? Nobody cares about trading today. There's actually a few things to look at this morning, but it looks like it's just going to be me and you today, brother. So let's go ahead and start getting into a little bit. SUP we went over yesterday. SUP. This one, like we usually trade, we trade against the previous close, previous high days on these hangover setups. This one came up, tapped that 208, and then a nice little retrace. Sold back on down to the 180s. So that was a pretty nice play there yesterday. Pigs, I knew you were going to be here. I knew Pigs was going to be here. Now, if nobody else is here today, we got the fellas. You know, we got the 10% crew here. We got Brad, Pigs, Patriots. What else do we need? What else do we need? We got the fellas. Most people stayed up super late, and they're not going to be trading today. It's going to be lighter in volume. It's going to be interesting, but there's going to be a few plays today. Brad, let's get it. Good to see you in here, Brad. Good to see the fellas in here. So, yeah, SUP, this was kind of that setup I usually trade, the bread and butter. This one popped up to the previous high day, tapped that resistance, came back down. Not bad. We'll be looking for a few plays like that this morning. Like you just said, Patriots, NIO, LI, the Chinese electric vehicle companies. LI is more of the IPO recent. That one, both of those are kind of getting a nice little push this morning. Pigs, where'd you get that bull canvas in the back? Yeah, I don't know. I just looked up stock market. You can literally probably just type that in. You'll find it. Yeah, I found that thing. Man, I had to get it. I was like, that is going to look beautiful in the office. Had to get it. Yeah, you can probably look it up in bull stock market canvas. Oh, is that it? No, that's not it. Yes, the three of them. I don't know. I don't know where I got it. Oh, here it is. There you go. Right here, iCanvas.com. Boom. Yeah. I mean, that's what makes the office right there, man. That's what does it. Now you need to find a bear. The same image, just a bear. Or a pig. Maybe you should go with the pig. Pigs get slaughtered. Jag Trader. What's going on, Jag? What is going on? Yeah, so we got the, I don't know, guys. Today's just going to be kind of chill. Going to have a good time today. Nothing too crazy. APVO had a pretty strong climb yesterday into the close. APVO. I like this one against the previous close as well. It's going to be a little heavy against 1150, the previous close, APVO. Let's look left of the chart here as well. We are coming up towards some resistance. Upper shadow on the chart. You guys know this light pink line is the last price line on my chart. That's what we look at to look at resistance. We have a couple upper shadows, some resistance. So I like APVO, a little heavy against 1150. I think there's going to be a little bit more, if I had to guess, a little bit more selling pressure today, a little bit more profit taken than longs being present. It's just probably going to be a lighter day. I have zero expectations for today, so we'll see. Patriots, I worked next to that a few years ago, so that saw that every single morning. That's nice, man. Lucky. Pigs. Giant pig on the wall. There you go. Love it. Loves it. All right, if you guys have the shorts this morning, we already kind of went over everything this morning. I'm going to be taking it kind of easy today, but went over everything on our overbought watch list, the bear scan, and then went over the gap up and gap down watch list. Let's get into everything that's popping up today, where the volume's at, and then we'll dive straight into today. The quote of the day, which I'll probably use the same quote tomorrow when everyone's here, but this one is going to just be process-oriented, not results-oriented. So essentially what that's saying is, results-oriented means, oh, I had a green trade, so that was a good trade. And, oh, I had a red trade, that was a bad trade. That's not the correct way of looking at it. Process-oriented says, did I adhere to my trading plan? Did I stick to the rules? That's what process-orienting says, because you can actually have a good red trade. You can have a good red trade, and you can have a bad green trade. Breaking your rules and being green on the trade, learning the wrong lessons. So that's exactly what that means. Be process-oriented, not results. ESGC, and that's one of my favorite quotes, FYI. I love going over that, because it's really important for newer traders to understand that. I think that's very important for newer traders. ESGC, this one, nice climb yesterday, above average volume. I like this one pretty tight. I mean, it's a little thinner, but I like it against 220. You guys know fast move up to the whole $1.20 area is magic. We see that every single day. ESGC, 18, hit that area. I just like it against, it's a little thin. I like a tight stop on it against 220s. That's going to be it with ESGC. IEA had a decent climb yesterday, above average volume, above average candlestick. And what do we see left of the chart on IEA? IEA is coming up to some recent resistance, and you guys know when they come up to recent resistance, most of the time they're unable to break and hold those levels, just because we naturally have some baggies in that area. And so IEA is going to have some resistance in the $9 area, 920, 930s on IEA. So I'll be watching that one at the open this morning. Is Coin in here this morning? I don't think Coin's ever missed a morning. So when Coin's not here, something is up. He probably stayed up all night. So IEA against previous resistance 9040s. This one's a little higher price, but they all work the same way. If you guys have watched my advanced hotkey setup video, you know it doesn't matter. Higher price, lower price, big price, little price, nano cap, large cap. however, how many different ways can I say it? So GWPH is a higher price stock, $110. It's kind of going to be that risk area. Nice move yesterday. Man, that one closed on Monday at like $88. We're up 20 points on GWPH. So it's going to be, this is still one of my favorite setups. Overbought, closing, not a gap up. We're likely to see a little profit taken on GWPH. It's a higher price stock. But yeah, guys, understand this. understand with the higher price stocks, it doesn't matter. If you guys have watched my advanced hockey setup video, you know how to trade everything. You literally trade based on a dollar amount. It's very newbie to just be, throwing money at stocks and you have no idea. It's not a consistent approach. It's not consistent to be throwing random amounts of money on every single stock. If you want to be consistent, have consistency amongst your trading and amongst your sizing. Of course, it's not a bad idea when you get a little bit more advanced in your trading. If you get pocket pair aces, put a few more chips on the table. That's okay. But for newer traders coming out here, you need to stick to a very precise sizing. So that looks like what, $2,000 per trade, $3,000, $10,000, $20,000. You set it up in the hotkey and it gets you in consistently every single time the correct, consistent amount of shares. So GWPH, I like that against 110. CYH has been climbing like crazy the last few days. CYH. Leo Rex. How do you say your name, man? Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to say it. Well, I'll call you L Rex. Let's call you L Rex. I like that. Is that cool? L Rex in the house. What's going on, L Rex? Patriots. I just adjust how much risk I want to take per trade. Yeah, and as long as it's predefined, predefined. And of course, you know how to do that already, Patriots. Most people don't. They will just be like add. Get me 1,000 shares here, 2,000 shares there. Let me just add. Most people don't predefine it. So that's why I created the hotkey for them. Because I think it's really important to define that. And since most people don't think of it, prior to entering trade, the hotkey just does it for them. You don't even have to think about it. CYH has been climbing the last week. So what I've noticed with CYH is what we've been seeing the last week is, what do we see last Wednesday? Morning spike, consolidation, a little bit of a pullback. What did we see on Thursday? A little bit of profit taken, but this is kind of that. Look, this is exactly that strategy we always look at. Overbought move usually sees profit taken and then spike right back up. The next day, kind of consolidation. Monday, spike into a fade. Yesterday on Tuesday, CYH spike into kind of grinding action. So CYH, I wouldn't mind seeing, I think we could see a little profit taken at the start of the day against 855. But here's the thing. I'd probably be looking at this one finds its feet. This one has found its feet every single day, so it may try to do that again. I'd probably be looking for more of a single entry, single exit type of deal with CYH, or just keep a tight trail on it, because this one has been finding its feet pretty reliably. But a CYH, I like it against 855 for a little bit of profit taken. Not a bad play there. Leo's Rex. There you go. Maybe that's how you say it. All right, what's our leading gapper this morning, fellas? DRAD is our leading gapper. 4 million in the float. It's already rotated the entire float. 5 million shares traded this morning. So that was trading higher after announcing it's selling its DMS Health Technologies business unit. So selling part of its business unit for $18.75 million, and that's getting some people all excited. DRAD. So this is where a lot of the penny stock attention is this morning, guys. None of the penny stock plays have been really sustaining any kind of moves. DRAD is not going to be a different story. This one's our leading gapper. Yeah, what do we see when we look left of the chart? DRAD, kind of the same story every single time. This one usually comes back on down. DRAD, we'll see what's going to happen here. If it does get going, looking left of the chart, we are going to see some pretty major resistance around like the $4 to $5 area. So I wouldn't suspect the world. I'm not suspecting the world at all today anyways. There's hardly anybody in chat. There's hardly anybody probably awake right now. Everyone's watching election stuff last night. Pretty much where the volume's at this morning is going to be on these plays such as Uber and Lyft. So Uber and Lyft, they came out with some news this morning. They both surging pre-bell as Cali voters passed the Proposition 22. So that's what the Proposition 22 says is they're going to treat drivers as contractors versus employees. So yeah, I hadn't even been in the loop with it all. I didn't know that they were actually in California considering to make drivers employees versus contractors. But yeah, that got these companies very excited this morning. So Uber and Lyft, we may see some decent volume at the open on both of these. Both of them getting a nice gap up from that Proposition 22. Going to be good volume there. Now, I don't know how many buyers are going to be in the market today. You know, I'm suspecting maybe a pop and a little bit of a fade on these. It's kind of what I'm looking at. Yesterday with with those marijuana plays, man, that was awesome, guys. So look at CGC. This is the bread and butter. Now, I didn't play all three of them because that's, they were all going to do the same thing. I didn't trade anything yesterday. Anyways, I was just kind of watching the market yesterday. But CGC, TLRY, and ACB, all three of those yesterday snapped out of the gate. We saw profit taken. That's normally how these go. Now, there's different kind of variations, but it's normally the same theme with these stocks that get overbought, the day prior. Most of the time, they do the same thing with a few different variations. Maddie who in the house? Man, I need to get this coffee going myself. It's just going to be a lighter day today, guys. How many people are even in chat this morning? Well, we got 16 in here. I mean, usually we got 25 to 30 or so. But Kim is up and ready to go. Man, I got 3 hours of sleep last night. God, I feel you, Kim. That's rough. That is rough. Coffee. Yeah, I mean, what's going on right now with the election? Let's see what's going on. Michigan's the big one. It seems like whoever wins Michigan's going to be getting it. And Biden's got a few. Yeah, it's really close. Really, really close there. I felt, I was watching it slightly until like 11 o'clock. And then I was like, man, I'm not doing this all night. Maybe, is that unpatriotic of me? I'm like, I got to wake up and do some pre-market analysis. I gotta be well prepared for the fellas tomorrow. I can't stay up all night. But it didn't really look like I missed anything. I just woke up and saw something about Trump made a speech that was apparently didn't get a very good reaction. Or maybe he was saying some crazy things. I hadn't watched it yet. I hadn't watched all that crazy stuff yet. Patriots, people will start getting canceled. Yeah, it's going to be crazy. No matter what the outcome is, everything's going to be nuts. You got to stay safe. Kevin Game Law in the house. Lawsuits are going to start. Yeah, man. It is crazy. I personally didn't think it would be this close. I mean, every single poll out there was saying Biden was going to win by a landslide. So, obviously, they were wrong. I mean, polls are just ridiculous. Polls are ridiculous. But, anyways. Didn't mean to get you guys heated up. I know we had enough of that last night. Kevin, he said he won. It was the truth. Oh, man. Good stuff. All right, today is probably we're just going to have to see what pops up on the scans, guys. Like I said, there's a few plays off the overbought scans that I think are going to be good plays this morning right out of the gates for some profit taking that I think you guys need to take advantage of. I'm just helping you guys out today, FYI. I'm going to be trading tomorrow, I think, because I was moving money, and things are still not settled. So I will be trading tomorrow. So I'm getting a few different accounts open at different places, and I just want to make sure I have shorts. Shorts. Shorts are what I love, fellas. Shorts are what I love. All right, so ESGC, for those of you just now jumping in here, ESGC, watch that against 220. I'll be helping you guys out with that this morning. APVO had a strong climb into the close yesterday. That one's trying to get a little pop on it right now. We may see a little continuation here, APVO. Let's watch that against 1170. Because this is essentially the bread and butter I trade all the time, guys. Actually, this is up at some resistance as well on the chart around the 1170s, APVO. So this is kind of what I look for. All these people getting excited, buying this thing on up at the close, and then they're not getting the gap up. In fact, it's kind of going sideways and slightly a gap down. So we may see this one unwind a little bit today from all those guys who were buying that up at the close yesterday. So let's be watching APVO. IEA, little climb yesterday. It actually closed on Monday around $7. We're up a couple points, and IEA is up towards that 950 resistance. We see some upper shadows up here around the 9 to 950 area. So I'd be watching IEA very carefully here at the open as well for a little bit of a sell-off. CYH, there's definitely a trade on CYH today as well. We got to be watching that. So I'm going to make sure I load all these up so we can watch them here carefully. Yeah, CYH, there's going to be a trade here. This is the last week, so we always look left of the chart and take a look at the personality of this ticker. So CYH, there's going to be something here. I mean, the last week has pretty much got morning spikes every single day. So let's see how this is going to open. If it opens up weak, it may try to take a little profit taken. CYH right here, Kevin. Bear scan watch list. Yeah, I went over. So every morning I take a look at the bear scan, gap up, gap down. Just make sure we're all eyes on everything. Yeah, let's watch that one against 855 just to open up a little weak as well. There's several of these I think we can take advantage of. Yeah, today is going to be lighter in volume, but that's okay as long as some of these stocks open up and get that initial selling pressure and start selling on off. CYH already getting a few orders going through it right now, so that one's been finding its feet. If you guys are trading that right now, just be careful with it, especially if it starts selling right now, because let's see, last Thursday this one sold off about 40-50 cents, found its feet, turned back around. Yesterday, actually, lower shadow, sold off, found its feet, turned back around. So we want it to open up as close to that resistance as we can. We don't want it to necessarily get that selling pressure right now. ESGC. All right, and then also Uber, Lyft. Uber and Lyft, both of those have pretty much all the volume this morning. Uber and Lyft, both of those with that Proposition 22 that came out saying drivers are going to be contractors and not employees. So let's be watching those as well today, Uber and Lyft. I suspect, this is kind of just, we don't trade predictions in here as the 10% crew. But I suspect that these are going to get a pop and fade. If I had to guess, pop and fade. But that's a prediction. We don't trade predictions. It's just kind of an idea. So let's go ahead and start loading up the scans. Load up your charts, and let's get ready to rock and roll. Remember, we're looking for stocks to highlight orange. I don't know how many we're going to get today, but highlighting orange on the positive scans means overbought. Highlight positive on this negative scan below it means oversold. Bless me. All right, so that's what we're looking for on the positive and negative intensity scans for stuff to get overbought and oversold. Buy fear, sell euphoria. That's the idea. Coin, we were we're wondering where the heck you were. I was like, man, today is going to be light in volume. Coin's not here today. I don't think you've ever missed a morning, and you still haven't. We got a minute and a half to go, and you just showed up, man. Keeping it going. 21 in here now. Yeah, I mean, usually we got like 30 plus in here, so I suspected it'd be a little light, but I honestly thought it'd be less people. Guys, I would not be expecting the world today. Let's just see what the market's going to give us and pop on up on the scans and get going. We got about a minute left. Let's load up some charts. For those of you just now jumping in here, you missed the pre-market analysis, so there's a few stocks that are likely going to see a little profit taken out of the gates. Got to get here early, fellas. Gotta get here early. So we got 30 seconds till the market opens on up. We'll be watching the scans, and I'll be watching our plan from this morning. Remember, plan the trade, trade the plan. If you have a plan developed, there's nothing to be fearful of. If you literally know exactly where you're getting in, where you're getting out, you're just trading the blueprint, right? Kim, did somebody win? Now you got me curious. Michigan is everything right now, it looks like. Michigan is everything, and it looks like 95% is in on Michigan. Wowzers. All right, the market is now open. All right, so let's be watching. Remember, APVO. APVO is probably going to see a little profit taken. That one had a strong close yesterday, and we're already seeing that at the moment. CYH is going to be fighting this open a little bit. Let's see what CYH is going to do. That one's had kind of morning spikes the entire last week. FAS, a little panic right now. FAS has a 13 EMA at 35.94. FYI, FAS is selling off. So if that one sells off another 30, 40 cents or so, that's not a bad scoop. CRWD popping up on the scans right now, getting a little fast. It's a little bit of a higher price stock, but they all work the same way. Just keep that in mind. CYH, that one we were watching, that one is coming back up towards that 855. That's kind of the risk idea there. Get a little pop up towards 855, the previous high, previous close, and kind of risk off of that. That's the idea with CYH. Let's see what Uber and Lyft are doing. Uber and Lyft both getting the morning spikes right now, or at least Uber is. Uber is getting that morning spike right now. I do suspect this is going to spike and end up fading on a day like today. Uber is getting that spike, so just keep that on watch with Uber. We may see that euphoria, and then euphoria ends in tears always. ESGC was one of those stocks we were watching for a little bit of just fade throughout the day. That one's a little slower, so nothing crazy there. The marijuana sector is selling off right now. We got TLRY, ACB, so all these still snapping. And let's take a look. ACB, TLRY. Yeah, those aren't bad to look for another little scoop if you guys are interested in some scoopy scoop. ABBV, A, B as in boy, B as in boy, V as in vector. That one's popping up on the scans right now. ABBV, getting a little fast at the moment. Not a bad one to look at. Not a bad one at all to look at. $95 stock. So this is very interesting. We're actually getting a decent open right now. LABU, Labu. Labu's popping up. Yeah, this is incredibly interesting. I like what I see, though. All right, so Uber, yeah, nice trade if you guys got Uber. That one fast move up and got really, really heavy, over 42. Anybody get Uber? Not a bad play right there. Already a point if you guys got that. Uber, 42.15 down to 41.15. Quick, too. Remember, shorts taking the elevator down. PDD still climbing. LABU still climbing. TLRY, marijuana sector. If you guys got that scoop, nice work. That one's already popping up from that scoop alert there. ACB, that one's still selling off a little bit. There's still some potential on ACB for a nice little scoop if you guys are interested. ACB, that one's marijuana sector. That one is panicking down. 13 EMA there is going to be 446, so it's currently at that at the moment. ACB. APVO, we had that one for the open and profit taken, and we are seeing that APVO, so nice job if you guys got that. Also, nice job if you guys got ESGC. We went over that one this morning for a little bit of a sell-off against 220. Great work, ESGC. Not a bad open this morning, guys. IEA as well. Holy IEA, beautiful. That's why you guys show up early. We go over everything. IEA, sell-off from $9 to 830s. Open up right at resistance. Man, nice. Good open this morning. $71 Genda's in the house. What's going on, man? Good to see you in here. 934. All right, ACB's trying to bounce off of that 13 EMA right now. That's going to be at 446. Remember, longs take longer. That may take some time. I would kind of slow scale that in a way if you're trading the panic there. Yeah, this has been a great open from the morning watch list, guys. IEA was huge. Nice move there, 50-60 cents. ESGC, that was a nice nibble there. APVO, profit taken. So beautiful open from our watch list. Freaking amazing. NAIL, Nails getting a pop on it. A little thin, 40,000 shares trade at the moment. Still on everything. Not missing anything. ABBV, that one is starting to see a little bit of a pullback, upper shadow. So I think there still is a play ABBV, but I'd wait for it to get a little bit closer to the highs there, 97.49 on ABBV. We'll see how Uber's doing. So Uber, man, that one looks like it's going to go red. It's fighting that open right now. It's fighting the open. It looks red. 42.15. Back down to 40.50s on Uber. So, man, nice work there, guys. Pop and fade. Pop and fade like we discussed. All right, let's see what else we're dealing with at the moment. ACB, still fighting that 440s area. That one's just going to take a little time. Let's keep going. There's a few stocks panicking right now. You guys see on the negative intensity scans, there's a few stocks still panicking right now. ACB still fighting the 440s. Let's see where CYH, man. That one on the short alert up towards 855. Yeah, and back down under 8. So CYH is going to probably try to find its feet, and that one's going to be a little indecisive, as it has been this week around the open. So we'll watch that. Coin full size on UVXY. That's ETF, isn't it? Yeah, UVXY ETF. So full size there at the moment. Yep, California voted keep drivers independent contractors. Market cave coming, in my opinion, coin. Quite possibly. DRAD is kind of fighting. That was the leading gapper. It's kind of fighting that VWAP at the moment. All right, K. Well, that one's a little thin. Won't go over that one. Yeah, good work on good work CYH if you guys got that one. Man, that was a good play this morning. Pop up to 840, risking 855. Good play there. ESGC, that was the bread and butter. That one's in the 190s now from 205 open. IEA was beautiful. It's actually a really good open. I'm a little surprised. Open is looking pretty good. DRAD trying to get back up through the VWAP. Coin, here comes VIX target 24 by week's end. Pigs getting CRWD and PDD. Nice trades there, man. Beautiful. Yep, CRWD, PDD, trading those exactly how, that's exactly how the scans work, guys. Exactly how Pig trade them. Exactly how Pig traded PDD and CRWD. Shorting that euphoria, covering in the sell-off. Kevin UVXY, a little scarier than man coin. Yeah, he is. Coin is the man as usual. CYH under $8. CYH under $8. God, man. Kind of upset that my funds are not settled at the moment, especially because IEA $8.80 down to $8. Oh my gosh, man. This morning is good. ACB back up towards the 90 MA at 450 from the 440s alert. Not bad there. Not bad there. ACB probably gets a 452. So the 13 EMA on ACB is 448 now. I suspect it's going to try to hold above that. DRAD having some trouble at the VWAP. No surprise there. How we doing, fellas? How we doing, fellas? Lyft, Uber, pop and fade. What are we calling here, fellas? What did we call in here? The pops and the fades. Like 10 for 10 at the moment on these calls, guys. What's going on? Yeah, so if you're going to trade Uber going forward or Lyft, watch those against like the high days. See if you can get a pop on them up to like VWAP or something if you missed the move. For a short sale against the pop. ENPH, a little panic right now. All right, ENPH, negative intensity scans. What's going on with ENPH? Well, we look at it pretty quick. Let's look at panic and then take a look at the daily chart. What do we see? It's panicking down to areas where we see lower shadows. So this is coming down to an area that usually gets bought back up on EMPH. So I'd be watching it kind of against this area around the low 93s. EMPH, if you're more of a buy and panic versus a selling euphoria type of trader. All a little bit different. Our personality's a little different. Some people like to buy. Some people like to short. I'm personally in the short club. JKS, a little bit of panic. EMPH, a little bit of panic. That's what we're seeing right now. That's what we're seeing right now. Through charts, making sure we ain't missing anything. It's been a good morning, guys. Actually really good. Yeah, so Uber's popping back up towards the 90 MA. I'd watch for that one. Get a little bit higher. Get a little bit higher and can scale into it, risking highs, risking like the open. A few different ways of trading it. DRAD is interesting though. DRAD is interesting, trying to fight that 320 area. You know, you guys know, if you're part of the 10% club, you know that 20 cent area is hard to get through. So ENPH right back down to its lows. EMPH right back down near its lows. Be watching that one carefully. Kevin, does it matter to you how negative the I3 scanner gets? Do you wait till tickers hit like minus 30? Yeah, so they're designed to alert you a little early, just so you can pull the chart up. And yeah, I like to scale into the plays. You know, I like to scale into the plays and look at the daily. So when they pop up orange, they pop up orange at minus 20. And then, yeah, minus 25, minus 30, that sort of thing. I'll be looking at the first thing I'll always do is pull up the daily chart. And then after that, I start sizing in. So I look at natural resistance. I look at technical indicators really, really quick, like I did with EMPH, for example. EMPH is already getting a pop right there. I mean, I did that very quick. Saw EMPH on the negative scans, looked at the daily chart very quick, and noticed it gets balled up around the areas it's at. And so I use multiple variables for me to get interested in a stock. And then at that point, I will scale into a position. Usually I break down one entry into three different. Usually I break down like one entry size into three different. Scaling in three different times. That was a little confusing. So I take like a $5,000 position and I'll get in like $2,000. I'll get in or $6,000 position, $2,000, $2,000, $2,000. I just break it up a little bit. So EMPH right now is about to be at $96. So yeah, that's exactly how it works. EMPH is already a nice little move from that alert from 93s. Yep, that's how she works. I think position sizing is very important, and it's a little bit of it's a big package to unwrap. So I will do a video on that soonish. Position sizing and the power of scaling is a really important topic that doesn't get talked about a lot, because most chat rooms out there are just focused on single entries, buying pumps, or buying pumps right before everyone jumps into it. So that's not trading. Once you learn how to trade, it's much different. much different. ACB hit 456, so that wasn't bad off the low 440s. Yeah, the main indicators I use, FYI, are like 50-day, 200-day. I use 13 EMA. I think most importantly, past chart history, resistance and support, for instance, on EMPH. Got to keep those on watch. And the only reason those are important to me is because they're important to other traders. I don't care about what I think is important, if that makes sense. I'm looking at what most people are looking at and where these stocks individually respect certain areas of resistance support, because that's all that matters. So right now, guys, CYH from the 840s alert, against 850s. That one's 787. Good work there. ACB panic already back up to 456 from the 440s alert. APVO, that one's fading like we went over at the start of the day. Pop and fade on Uber is still in full effect. Uber's still panicking off a little bit. See where NIO and LI is at, the electric vehicles. Those are still kind of consolidating a little bit. Not a whole lot going on. NIO was a nice trade against pre-market highs. That wasn't a bad one against pre-market highs. So yeah, overall pretty decent day, guys. Not bad at all. Any questions at all? I'm going to be getting off here just in a few minutes. Not going to be sticking around for too long. How's everybody doing? LABU, a little bit of a panic as well right now. That one's off of 68s. I think we went over LABU a little bit ago. That one, not bad. That's how the scans are designed. That's how they work. Not bad, though. I actually kind of hope that CYH gears up and goes red to green, because I want to trade it tomorrow when Kind of want to trade that one tomorrow once my account is settled. Or, my funds are settled. And it looks like they are. All right, I got an email. Funds are good to go. I could trade right now. Could trade right now. But, is that smart, Kevin? Kim, TLRY, no bounce yet. Yeah, that's looking a little heavy against VWAP. Looking a little heavy against VWAP. Are you good there? You have a decent average on it? Yeah, it's a little heavy against VWAP. These longs take longer. I hate longs. I'm very uncomfortable with longs. 13 EMA there is going to be 616. It may try to get back above 616 today, but, it's looking a little heavy and weak at the moment. But again, these longs I'm not ever comfortable with. Longs are evil, as Pig said. Longs are evil. Yeah, just be careful there, Kim. Just because volume today may start getting a little light. Don't get too crazy on it. Okay, Kim, you're not in it. Okay, good. Good. Yeah. Yeah, today wasn't bad at all. Today was not bad at all. REGI, Kim, off the scans really did bounce. Yeah, that was not bad either. I get a little I don't like, I've been burned trading these really thin names like REGI. So I try to avoid those. I could filter them out via the scans. But I like to see everything. It's just I kind of like to see everything. But yeah, I've been burned on those thin names because like REGI is probably got a decent spread to it, and if trading some of those names, you just gotta you have to specifically size to those, appropriately. You really gotta size to them appropriately. All right, let's see how Uber's doing. Uber is still selling. Uber, Lyft, man, those were sick plays, man. Sick plays. Hope somebody got him in here. Just looking right now, just kind of looking around. You guys let me know if you have any questions at all. Otherwise, just kind of flipping through charts, making sure we're not missing anything. NIO, LI, both of those are, LI is trying to hold up a little bit. NIO, that one's seeing a little bit of selling today. CGC, that's a marijuana play. That one actually got a decent bounce on it. And ACB, a little bit of a bounce, but it's kind of TLRY. TLRY not getting much. Not getting much of a bounce there. All right, how we doing, guys? Any questions before we start wrapping up today? It's approaching 10 o'clock. If you guys are going to keep trading today, just make sure it's important to protect the bag from this morning and size down a little bit. if you guys are still going to be trading throughout today, size down a little bit, protect your bag. Volume's going to be very interesting today. Don't expect the world. Don't expect the world. Kevin, how do you do on it? Yeah, Coin, you still in here? Coin might have fallen back asleep. Yeah, UVXY. Come on, that one's. The SPY's kind of going sideways, but that ETF is. SPY kind of hasn't made up its mind via the open, but UVXY kind of made up its mind, which is usually kind of strange because that one just reacts purely to what the overall SPY is doing. But hope Coin's all right on UVXY. Pigs, KNDI. Yeah, I'm sure Coin will be fine. He's just gotta work. He'll work his way out of it. If he's still in it, it'll work out. KNDI, Pigs. Yeah, that one just halted. KNDI. That's a I think electric vehicle company too. Chinese electric vehicle company. I believe Candy is. I like to call it Candy. Candy. Yeah, so Candy just, yeah, that one. Candy, let's see, when is that one going to open back up? When did it halt? Anybody got that? Kevin, China is happy with the elections. Do we have the results in right now? The final say? Sorry, I'm going to block the scans just for a little bit. Just for a second. Let me see what's going on here. Nevada. How do you say Nevada? Nevada is actually kind of close. All these are actually much closer. I thought Biden was for sure getting Wisconsin and Nevada, but those are actually fairly close. Yeah, this is crazy, guys. Oh my god. Crazy. We're in crazy time, fellas, and I get to spend it with you guys. No other way I'd like to spend today than with the fellas. KNDI paused at, what do we got, like 9:53. So KNDI, most of the time volatility halts are like 5 to 10 minutes. I mean, this is, they came out with news 9:53. Yeah, so Candy, America receives certification from EPA, electrical vehicles cleared for the U.S. roads. Wowzers, we might get a little bit of action here. America's most affordable electric vehicles received final approval ahead of late 2020 distribution plans. Have you guys seen the candy cars? That is... I want a better picture of it. It's hard... I can't really get a nice overview of it. Yeah, here's the... Here's Candy. I wish I could see the rest of it. It looks like super boxy from the front. Not necessarily a fan of that boxy look. It's like, look, the front The headlights are like right next to your windshield. Dude, this thing is like freaking tight. This thing is compact. Candy. It's crazy. Looks like a transformer, Kim said. Yeah, thing looks crazy. I agree. It really does. It's got one windshield wiper. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Candy. I may stick around to see what happens there. My wife just texts me and wants me to get down the Christmas tree, guys. It's that time of year. I swear. I don't stop working. I don't stop working. Candy's open. Candy is open. See what's going to happen with Candy. Crazy volume with Candy out right now. 820 is going to be some pretty tough resistance on Candy. Obviously, this is where all attention is. I mean, it's you can't stop looking at. You cannot avoid these stocks like this, watching them, can you? It's just fun. I mean, there's nothing else going on right now. Why not? Candy 830s. Yeah, be very careful, guys, if trading this. Definitely be careful if thinking about a short. Very, very careful there. I'm watching it. See if we'll get in like another volatility halt. I mean, this is kind of waking up the market a little bit in Pennyland. But it's not looking too good against 850s. A little bit of selling pressure there. Yeah, not much else going on. Kevin, that's a little early for Christmas. Yeah, it is. I'm going to let you talk to my wife about that. I don't mind it, though. I kind of like it. I kind of like the fireplace going, the hot chocolate. It'll be fun. Yeah, Candy's going to have a little resistance here around 820. That's where the upper shadow is. You guys know that. If you're part of the crew, you know that. You guys know that very well. It's definitely got some good volume here. Kim already got half your Christmas shopping done already. I get her. Yeah, you guys were probably buying Christmas presents in January. Yeah, we got to get on that too. Probably around Black Friday we'll be doing all that stuff. But I applaud you. Nice work. Getting stuff done early. Staying on top of things. Yeah, at the moment, good trades if you guys got, actually Uber's popping up right now. Was a really good morning. I'm just kind of kicking back watching Candy at the moment. Any questions before we wrap it on up? SPY is actually doing not too bad at the moment. SPY is looking green on the day. 240s. Yeah, SPY surprising. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. Candy's trying to hold this VWAP up right here. Candy's trying to. Yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow, guys. It's been a good 3 days despite the craziness, but like I said, my wife retired to be at home with the baby, so I've had to move money all over the place. So I will be live tomorrow, though. So I am excited. I am excited. QQQ's up. SPY's up. Market's not looking too bad. Let's see what's going on with the if they've gotten anywhere with this election. Michigan is so crazy, man. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is such a toss-up. Why can't Biden just be president of the blue states and Trump president of the red states? Good. This is nuts, man. Wisconsin, Michigan, Nevada, sorry. All so freaking close. Jason, good morning. You're just now jumping in here, Jason. Did you not set your clock back? What's going on, man? Busy as usual. Yeah, we've had it. Today, Jason, was actually surprising. It was a really good open. I mean, we were on top of everything and very green open across the board. So, for the gang, so nice work, everybody. It was very surprising, but we were here. Remember, trading. It's all about opportunity. I mean, we're here. I'm here. I went to bed early. You guys went to bed early. I mean, some of you didn't, but you still got here. If you got here, that's the main thing. You're here. We're here. We have zero expectations, but if the opportunity shows up, we're here. We're ready. I mean, that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. Kevin, you said the same thing, 2 presidents. I mean, why not, dude? I mean, this country's so divided, like literally in half. I mean, the popular vote's pretty much divided in half. The states are pretty much divided in half. Why can't we let's just do it? Make everybody happy. Jason at work, just super crazy busy today. I hear you, man. It's another day of paradise. Busy. SPY is still killing it. Alright, guys, I guess I'm going to have to go put up a Christmas tree. So, my wife has sent out orders. You know, she retired from her nursing, but she's She got a full-time job as my supervisor, apparently. You guys keep that to yourself. She switched career paths. Hubby's manager. Yeah, I'm trying to prolong this as much as possible. Alright guys, I love you. If you need anything, holla at me. We'll trade again live tomorrow. We'll do it again. The green team prevails. Got just another day, another dollar. Literally, that's what, if anything, I want you guys to learn that. Trade the same thing every single day. Trade the edge. Trade the same edge every single day. That's most important. There's nothing different about it. I mean, trading's not that exciting, really, when you start figuring it out, because you literally wake up and you do the same thing. Trade, you short overbought stocks, risking previous close, previous high day. Not much to it. Alright, trades, we'll do it again tomorrow. Love you guys. Hit me up if you need any questions at all. If you want the scans and keep trading today, obviously that's in the description. You guys are good to go. We'll see you.